A scrub is a guy that thinks he's fine, is also known as a buster. Always talking about what he wants and just sits on his broke ass. So no, I don't want your number. No, I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere. No, don't want none of your time, and no, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me, hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me, hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. He's checking me, but his game is kinda weak, and I know that he cannot approach me, cause I'm looking like glass and he's looking like trash. Can't get with a deadbeat ass. So no, I don't want your number. No, I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere. No, don't want none of your time. No, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me, hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me, hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. You don't have a car and you're walking. Oh yes, son, I'm talking to you. If you live at home with your mama. Oh yes, son, I'm talking to you. If you have a shorty that you don't show love. Oh yes, son, I'm talking to you. Wanna get with me with no money? Oh no, I don't want no scrub. No scrub. No scrub.
I can't believe he's made it this long. Okay, hey, hold on. I'm making the call. Dialing Marcella right now.
God damn it, I wish I had a fucking phone with minutes on it. I'd call her.
Hello, may I speak with Marcella, please? Marcella, who are you supposed to talk to tonight? I'm making sure I'm talking to the right person. Logan? Okay, this is Patrick. Yeah, this is me with the question mark. Yep, this is me. Okay, alright, I'm going to put you on speakerphone now, okay, babe? Good to talk to you.
Okay, good talking to you too.
Alright, well, I'm going to do my best to make everybody hear it. Go for it.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hey.
Marcella, this is...
Hold on, Logan. First of all, you are probably going to have to listen, Marcella, to them talking through the computer, okay, to hear what they're saying. But you're going to have to talk through my mic, okay?
Okay.
I think that's how it's going to work. I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out. But I think that's how it's going to work. You're going to speak through my mic, but you're going to have to listen through your computer. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. There you go. Go for it. Y'all live, go.
All right, this is Logan running. Can you hear me, Miss Marcella Flores?
Hi.
She said hi, dude.
Hi. All right.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Tell her, Patrick, tell her that she has a, we know that she has a story to tell, and just tell it, you know? We are here as long as she needs to tell it.
I've
Go
got
ahead.
a full battery on my phone now. However long that lasts is what we can do, and then I can call back on my cell phone if need be. Everybody's telling you welcome in the chat, Marcella. Logan just said that, you know, you're here. Everybody welcomes you. We know you got a story to tell, and here's your chance to tell it. So go for it.
Alrighty. Well, I met Paul when I was 17 years old. I was 3 weeks shy of turning 18. And when I met him, I came out of foster care. I was a runaway. So I didn't have parents, and I was pretty much confused about how to live my life, and I didn't have any guidance from parents. So I was just looking for a man that would be there for me, someone that I can look up to, someone that would be there for me. I grew up watching like Disney Channel movies, Cinderella, Snow White, things like that. So in my head, I was looking for, you know, a happy ending. I was looking for love, true love, and someone who would always be there for me. So I met Paul, and I really liked him from the beginning. We moved in together the very next day. At our birthday party, we had a lot of fun, and I ended up becoming pregnant. When Paul met me, he just got out of a relationship where his ex took his baby and left. So he was kind of, he didn't trust women, and he definitely didn't trust me, and I didn't really know that, because in the beginning, you know, things were awesome between us. He took me shopping, he took me out to eat, you know, he was there for me, but most importantly, he spent time with me. When he found out I was pregnant, he really wanted a girl, and I think that he wanted a girl because his ex had a girl, and at 3 months, she took her away from Paul. And I never knew the whole story as to why, but according to him, one day she was just gone. And I told him that I was pregnant with a boy, and immediately he was upset about that, and immediately he kind of shut off from me. He didn't want me to have a boy, or he didn't want to have the baby with me. I'm not sure why. I think my only, how do I say this, my only toward that is that he wanted a girl to kind of comfort him for the baby that she left with. So he kind of wanted to replace his daughter, and like not like replace who she was, but just be comforted by having another daughter. But I was having a boy, and from that point on, he kind of shut down on me. He didn't really spend a whole lot of time with me. He wasn't happy about the pregnancy. He ended up losing his business due to the economy, and he ended up going on the road with his boss. And he would be gone for 3 or 4 weeks at a time, and then when he came back, he was really tired, and he would have sex with me, and he would fall asleep, and he would wake up and play video games a lot. And I know that he liked playing video games, and that was cool with me, and he even got me playing games with him too. But he played video games excessively to the point where he kind of just shut me out. That and the fact that I was pregnant with a son, he kind of just didn't really want anything to be, like, he didn't want to be a part of anything, you know. And I felt that vibe from him. He would come home and he would take what he needed from me and just pass out and play video games. And over time, it got really irritating. Like, when I was 18, I finally had my son. He was in Florida, and he came back, and he bought the baby a car seat and a pack and play, and which, by the way, to this day, is the only thing that only 2 things he's ever bought any of my kids is my son's pack and play and car seat, and this was when I was 18 years old. So since then, he hasn't bought. I've had 3 kids with him, and 1 that he calls his own, but he hasn't bought them anything, no outfit. He doesn't go to the park with them. He buys pizza with donation money, but he doesn't really, like, do anything for his kids or buy anything for his kids. And it just made it harder on me. But backtracking to where I was, He got in a fight with his boss, and he got fired, and from there on out, we ended up moving to his parents' house. He tried getting work, but it was hard for him. And then him and his boss made up. So we went back to Phoenix, and we tried the whole partnership with him and his boss again. He lost the business because he was caught stealing inventory. And at the time we got into this house, my son was about 6 months old, and he was like, I don't know, I think 32 at the time. So I was 19, and he didn't have any way to make money. He was very business-minded, so all he wanted to do was run a business. There was no job offer that he would accept because he was too proud to get a job. One day he went to California, and he went to California, by the way, on my car that he got purposely stolen so he can get the insurance money. And I didn't know about that until after it was done, and after the money was all spent. I thought that my car was literally stolen, but it turns out that he had it stolen. And he took that money to California to see the daughter that chick ran away with. And she wanted money, of course, so that he can come over and see her. And he literally blew through all my money in California. And that was like $3,200, and I don't know how you can blow through $3,200 in 2 days. But he did. Like, I'm guessing there's a little bit more behind what he really did in Cali. But I got mad at him. I got mad. I froze the account. I cheated on him because he was already not paying attention to me, and that was the tip of the iceberg, was stealing from me, stealing my money, and giving it to another woman, and coming back and, telling me that, he loved me and everything, and I was just really upset. So I cheated on him, and I called him, and I told him, I cheated on you, I'm mad at you, so I cheated on you. And I didn't know how else to get back at him because I was a kid. I loved him very much. I wanted to get out of the relationship many times, and he wouldn't let me. And I thought that maybe if I cheated on him, he would just dump me so that I can leave. But instead, things got a little bit worse. He started to take my clothes, take the things that I packed, and he would throw them all over the floor. And it would take me a while to pack my stuff, And he would just take it up and throw my suitcase all over the floor. And I couldn't pack my stuff, and I couldn't leave. And we would start arguing with each other and yelling. And over time, things got worse to the point where he would shut my mouth up. And he would drag me from the front door to the back of the room, and he would close the door, and he would put his hands on my mouth, and he would get over me like he was restraining me. He would put his thighs on top of my thighs, and then he would put his forearms on top of my my lower arm, and then he would cover my mouth with his hands. So there was nothing that I can do, and I fought a lot to get him off me. And then when that stopped working, when just him wasn't enough, his hands were enough to keep me quiet, he would use pillows and comforters to shut me up. And over the years, it got to a point where he would actually sit on top of the pillows and comforters to keep me quiet, because I was purposely trying to yell and scream so that neighbors could hear me. And he didn't want that to happen because he didn't want me to leave. And it just got to a point where my my 4 front teeth started breaking from the top, and I went to go see a dentist one day. I was 19 years old, and I asked them, like, why do my teeth feel like they're shattered, you know? And they did an x-ray, and they said that all 4 of my front teeth were damaged from the top. And I asked them why. Like, they said that usually if there's damage that happens from something else, like eating something, that they would start to break from the bottom. But because they were breaking from the roots, that means that there was force on my mouth, so much so that they began to crack. So I had them removed, and now I have a permanent bridge. So if anyone's ever seen a picture of me, like, you'll see I have 6 fake teeth, but they're permanent, thank the Lord. Oh, by the way, his mom's credit is completely shot because I would not pay the bill. Like, I wouldn't pay the bill on something her son caused. Like, fuck that. Like, she can pay the bill. She can get her credit ruined because it's not my problem. It's hers for not raising a good son. But anyway, back to the story. I loved Paul, okay? And even though he was restraining me and holding my mouth shut, he would still say things to me while I was quiet and while I had to be quiet. Like, you're just being upset. Like, you need to calm down, you know. And he made me feel like I was the one who had issues. Like, I had anger issues. But all I really wanted to do was leave when I got angry. And because I couldn't leave, I figured that the only thing that I could do was make it work. Like, I had to calm down, and I had to be with him, and I had to make it work. Now, my sister, she hated him from the get-go. I was still young. I was 17, and he was 30, and she didn't want me to be with him. And I didn't know better. Like, I liked him, and I accepted him for who he was. And, you know, but she didn't like him at all, and they fought. But, you know, he didn't want me to go hang out with my sister. And I wanted to hang out with her, and he was paranoid. He didn't want me to. He thought that she was trying to let me get with somebody new. Oh yeah, she was just gonna try to hook you up with somebody else. And I tried telling him, like, she doesn't want to do that. You know, she just wants to hang out with me. And he told me that he doesn't trust her, so I couldn't hang out with her anymore. And I loved her. You know, she's my only family member. Like, I don't have family. Like, I don't have a mom. Like, I have a mom, but we don't talk. I have a dad, but we don't talk. I have a couple cousins in Phoenix I say hi to every now and then. But I don't have any immediate family to go to. And Paul took advantage of that. Like, after he pretty much screwed up my relationship with my sister, it was just me and Paul. So, even when I had the time that I was, like, brave enough to leave the situation, when he restrained me and he shut my mouth and he would talk sweet things in my ear, and he would get me to calm down, and he would get me to stay with him. And I ended up staying with him, and it became like a revolving thing. And over time, things got worse. Like, he would throw me against the wall. Like, I have scars on my back, like the middle of my back, because I'm a little girl, and I got smaller. I lost a lot of weight because I was really stressed out, and I felt like I was trapped. But because I was so ignorant, I didn't know it was abuse. I always was convinced that it's my fault, that I wasn't happy, and that I fought when I was upset, and he would throw me against the wall, and I have scars going up and down my back because my backbone would hit the wall. And but anyway, so he did a lot to me. And when I was pregnant with Michael, he picked me up one day. to take me to the room, because he would always take me from the front door whenever I was trying to leave and drag me to the room. And then one day he put me over his shoulder, and I was hitting his back because I didn't want to go in the room. And I told him, let me go. And he let me go, and I landed on the top of my head, like I landed. And I almost broke my neck, like literally, the way he dropped me from the distance was just, I was probably like, I want to say 3 feet. And he dropped me, and I was pregnant. I was 8 months pregnant. I didn't have Michael yet. So I went through a lot of abuse. Like I went through a lot of abuse with him. Like, you know, really, I really did. And there's too much to explain, you know. But one time, when he came back to California after he stole the money, or after he took the money and he spent it all, he came back and he sat me on his lap and he said, "Hey, come here, check this out really quick." And I was 19 at the time. I had my son. We were living at this house. You know, he just ended his relationship with his business partner, so he didn't have work. I had a full-time job. I was doing telecommunications for a resort. And he sat me on his lap, and he's like, "Hey, check this out." And he opened up Craigslist. And I was like, okay, this is cool. Oh, yeah, you can pretty much do anything on Craigslist. You can buy shit. You know, you can fucking go traveling and get travel packages. And he's like, "Oh, look at this," you know. "Oh, what's this? Escort services? What's this?" You know. And then he opened it up, and there was all these women on Craigslist selling themselves and stuff. And he's like, "Look at all these girls and look at all the money that you're making." And I didn't want to do that stuff. Like, I was like, it's disgusting, you know. But he told me that I didn't have to. He said that there's people that would want to spend time with me. So it started out like that, and I started spending time with these men who would pay me to spend time with me, and they wanted me to give them massages. So I did, but there wasn't enough people that would want to see me, I guess, because I wasn't doing anything. And so Paul convinced me to do a happy ending. So I started doing happy endings with these clients, and I was getting paid a lot of money because I was only 19 at the time. But then I turned 20, and I wasn't getting as many calls for massage with happy ending. So he turned me, like, he started having me do fetishes for guys. Like, he started having me, like, I would spank guys. Like, I put bobby pins on, like, their private areas. I did a lot of crazy shit, you know, because I was having sex with them. I wasn't okay with it, but I was convinced that it was good for me to do because I hated men anyway, because I was sexually abused when I was in foster care. And Paul was like, "This is your way of getting back at all the guys that hurt you and this and that." So in my head, I was like, yeah, okay, well, I could do that, you know. I never really realized that I was being brainwashed until I was older, but, I mean, I loved the guy. And when he didn't spend time with me, like, all of a sudden he wants to spend time with me and be involved in my life and, you know, set up calls for me. And then when I saw somebody, I would give him money, and he would be like, "Good job, baby." And I was really happy that he was happy, you know, and I just wanted to make him happy. And if that was the only way that I was able to make him happy at the time, I did it, even though I felt like shit. But I did it because I loved him. Like, I really loved this guy. Like, you have no idea how much I love Paul. But anyway, then after that, the domination calls, because that's what I ended up becoming, was this dominatrix. Like, and I had everything. I actually have pictures of all this shit on my wall, like hung up, like lifts and paddles and like stuff. Like, I had like a counter full of dildos from little to big and shit. I had a strap on. I was like, I was fucking these guys in the ass for money. And in my head, I was like, well, hell, it's better me fucking them than them fucking me. But like I was disgusted by what I was doing, but it made Paul happy, and I wasn't having sex, and he didn't have work at the time, and I quit my job because I was making enough money. I was making like probably $3,000 to $4,000 a week with these men, and I was doing special requests. Hold on 1 second. I need to blow my nose. Okay, like I have like stuff up on my shit right now, but just give me 1 second.
Okay, take your time, dear. Take your time. Logan, handle the chat. See you have fit, brother.
If you can ask her if you're
okay, hold on 1 second. Go ahead, Logan.
Tell her that you know, this is Logan running, and you know, I'd like to recap a couple of things. Let's take one thing at a time. All right, tell her that.
Okay, hey, hold on, Logan. Hey, can you hear Logan when he was talking just then?
Yeah, I can hear a little bit. He said take one thing at a time, and it's really hard to do that because I have all these thoughts in my head, and I have so many things to say.
Okay, you want to just keep
going? It's really
going?
hard to organize it.
Okay, you just want to keep going? Marcella, you just want to keep going? Is that what you're saying, baby?
Yeah, because, I mean, eventually you guys will come to a point where...
just keep going.
We're going to keep going, Logan. We'll keep going. Okay, hey, don't worry about it. Okay, hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He just wanted to ask you a couple things. Don't worry about it. You just keep going. Pick up where you left off, dear, okay? Go ahead. It's your show, dear. You say what you need to say.
Okay. So, Danny eventually convinced me to, like...
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry. I'm gonna domestic violence shelter right now.
Stop moving your phone, though.
It's not me.
Take it off the speakerphone.
Okay.
But,
Wasn't me.
But anyway, so money started coming, like, either the money stopped coming or he started becoming more greedy. Because he wanted me to, eventually I was doing full service, you know, which is, you know.
We know.
You have sex with people, you know.
Right.
You do, like, blowjobs and stuff with people.
You don't have to go on about that. We understand.
I didn't know that it was wrong, okay, because I was 19, and I was never told that it was wrong until I went to jail for it. We were in California, and we got busted by the police, and we lost our car, like, they confiscated it. They took our money, and they threw us in jail, and I love Paul very much, and I never opened my mouth and said anything about him pimping me out. And I didn't want to get him in trouble. And I think anybody who was in my position, someone who looked up to their boyfriend or, you know, or their partner, you know, they wanted to protect them, and they thought they were being protected too. I thought that I was in good hands. I really did. Until I started getting in trouble by the law. Like, I got in trouble in California. I got in trouble in Vegas. I got in trouble in Phoenix. I got in trouble in Kingman. And it got to a point where it was just ruining my life. And I saw so many people, and I didn't have sex with everybody, you know what I mean? Like, I was a picky girl. Like, I really was. And if I had to, like, I would just, because I was still considered an escort. Like, you know, time is what you get paid for. You get paid for an hour of my time. So sometimes I would just talk my ass off, and then the last 5 minutes, I'd be like, you know what, sweetie, we really don't have time to do anything, you know, but if you give me another 100, maybe we will, you know. So it got to a point where I was like a professional in the business in order to keep myself from having sex with people that I didn't want to, I couldn't have sex with. Like, but anyway, long story short, I got in trouble, and he almost got in trouble. But most of all, I started losing who I was. Like, I would look in the mirror. Like, I lost a lot of weight because I was working so much to make money, and I almost got killed by some guy. Like, he almost strangled me, and he told me, like, if, you know, I didn't do certain things that like, he was going to kill me. I was robbed, you know. There's a lot of things, like, they would come and they would do stuff with me, and they would take their money back, you know. It was really dangerous what I was doing, but I did it because I was the only one who was bringing in money. And the whole thing, the whole time Paul was telling me, oh, well, I'm looking for a new business idea, you know, and I'm not going to get a job because I'm not going to say the N-word. I'm not a nigger. That's what he would say. You know what I mean? Like, this is not what I am. And he would say that all the time. And he would convince me that working was a N-word job. So, he was a really stubborn guy. And until he found his next business endeavor, he wasn't going to find work. And I was stuck doing this type of work. But I lost myself. I lost who I was as a woman, as a person. I felt like a shell. And there was many times where I would look in the mirror and I would wonder who I was. Like, who was I? You know, because I was just like a robot. You know, I was a professional whore. You know, and I don't know. It happened so long ago because I'm 28 now. I mean, it happened for 3 years. I was an escort / whore for 3 years until finally it's not that I didn't want to do it anymore, but the abuse, me trying to leave every time I got upset, it got to a point where I was like, fuck the clothes, that, like, I'm not going to pack the clothes anymore. Like, you know, I'm just going to fucking run out the door, you know. And I was successful with that once at 19 years old. And it was middle of winter. He just choked me because I was sitting in the garage, you know, I was putting makeup on, and I was singing that one song, I don't want no scrub. You know, I was like, a scrub is the guy who won't get no love from me. And he walked in, I was doing my makeup, and I sang that one part where it's like, hanging out the passenger side of my best friend's ride, trying to holler at me, and then all of a sudden, I can't breathe. Like, I can't breathe. Like, I'm literally, I didn't know what was going on. I realized he was choking the crap out of me, and I was trying to fight. It, and I ended up, like, reaching my hands behind my face, and I scratched his neck, like, with both my hands, like, all the way down, and then he let me go. Like, I didn't know how else to get out of that, because his arms were too strong, so, like, I didn't even know what I was doing, but eventually, like, I got out of it because I was in defense mode, and I scratched him, like, so hard, and he let me go, and I dropped to the floor, and I was pregnant with Veronica at the time. I was, like, 21, I think. 21 or 22. I think I was 21. But, I looked up and I was like, what are you doing? Like, what the hell did you do that for? And that's the first time he actually, like choked me. Like, before it was, you know, restraining me to be quiet, but this time it was, like, choking me to hurt me. Like, and I wasn't even screaming. I wasn't trying to leave. I wasn't going against him. Like, I don't want to say disobeying him because that's, like, I'm not a dog or anything. But I I wasn't going against him. I was just singing and putting on my makeup, you know, and just all of a sudden, like, I'm being, like, hurt. And he's like, you're singing about fucking some of my homies. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, and that was the moment where I realized that this guy is just going to hurt me no matter what. Like, even if it wasn't me trying to leave because I was upset, if it was something simple, like, he was just going to hurt me. And so I was trying to run out of the house, and he would keep dragging me back, and I actually ended up getting out of the door, because he would block himself. Like, he would block the door by putting himself in front of the door, and I would try to move him, and he was just too strong. I couldn't move him, you know. And so I'd push him, and then, like, that's when things would get physical, and I was trying to leave, you know. But finally, like, that one day, I was able to get out of the house, and it was middle winter, it was cold, it was snowing outside, and I ran out, and I ran, like, half a block down, and there was this lady doing a yard sale, and she had this couch that she had for sale, and I literally dove, like, behind the couch, because the minute I ran out of the house, he got in his car, and he pulled out of the driveway, and he was trying to, I don't know what he was trying to accomplish. Like, I don't know if he was just trying to search for me. I don't know if he was trying to hit me with the car. I really don't know. But he was following me with the car. And because I was just running halfway down the block, literally, it would take him like 5 seconds to get to where I was. So I dove behind the couch, and I hid, and at that moment that I dove behind the couch, he drove by. He couldn't see me. He didn't see me, and then he drove by. And the lady that was selling the couch and doing the art sale, I found out later on, was actually the wife of the detective that's taking on my case right now. And I can't say much about the case right now. When it comes, like, there isn't an open investigation on Paul.
If there is an open investigation, you don't need to talk about it. This is Patrick.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, for the best of everything, if there's an open investigation, don't talk about it, please.
Yeah.
For your own safe, you know, health and whatever.
Yeah. And so yeah, I can't talk much about it, but I will say that that's the wife of that detective. So for someone to, like, it's so ironic how little our town is. But anyway, I went to a domestic violence shelter at 19. I went to a total of 5 domestic violence shelters. I went to 2 in Kingman. I went to 2 in Phoenix, 1 in Bullhead City, and then 2 in Kingman. So it was a total of 5 domestic violence shelters that, I'm in a domestic violence shelter right now, actually. It's my last day, so I'm really happy. I got an apartment. I got my kids back.
You do have somewhere to go?
Investigation going on, and due to the criminal charges that he brought upon himself, again, you
tell her congratulations on it.
Who knows? In Jesus' name, it happened, because what he eventually ended up doing was using my kids as a... Tell her about us. When I was 19, and I tried to leave, the things he did was threaten me. I'm like, well, if you leave, we're going to keep the kids. You know, we're going to keep Michael and stuff like that. And it would take my son,
Patrick,
you know, and then he would threaten me. And
can you ask her to pause?
Come back. Like,
hey, Marcella.
No.
Marcella,
Yeah?
hey dear, can you hold on 1 second? Yeah. Okay, hold on 1 second. Yeah, what's up, man?
You tell her allegation.
I lost you, man. I lost you.
Okay, don't do whatever it was you were doing. you ask her about the allegations leveled on YouTube by DARKSKYWATCHER74 about her abusing her own kids.
Did you hear that, Marcella? Did you hear that?
A little bit, but not a lot.
Okay. Logan just wanted me to ask you about the allegations about what he has put upon you on YouTube about you beating your children and putting these pictures and saying that stuff about you on YouTube. He wanted to know if you could say something about that.
Yeah, no problem. Actually, he tried during our divorce. Like, he tried to allege that I beat my kid. Okay, and we brought that all in front of the judge, and the judge dismissed that as hearsay because, one, I didn't beat my kid. Okay, I told this the only thing that I've ever done to my son to cause him to bleed, and it was an accident. We were running around in circles. Okay, he was like, when you run and I'm running around, I'm chasing him and he's chasing me, and we were in the living room, and he was like 4 years old or something, and we were running around in circles so fast. Okay, and I turned around and I wanted to catch him because I would have caught him. You know what I'm saying, right? Like, I would have caught him because he would have came to me.
Right.
But instead of me catching him on time, my knee hit his mouth. And that's the only thing that caused him to ever bleed with me. Like, and it was an accident. We were playing. And I told that to the judge. And I told that to the dentist. I took him to the dentist that same day.
Tell her to stop. Cut her off.
What happened.
Hey,
we were running in circles. And I stopped, and I turned around to catch him.
Hey, Marcella. Logan's asking me to get you to stop, okay? Okay, hold on 1 second. Go ahead and talk, Logan.
Just tell her that she can't talk about that because that's a pending case.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
But,
hey, Logan says, hey, if that's a still pending case, please don't talk about it. I mean, because that's
over with. We already, because he tried alleging that I beat my kids or I hit my kids during our divorce, and the judge like judged against it. Like, he ruled everything out. He ruled that out.
She said that's
like
over with.
The bloody nose, the picture of a bloody nose. He just had a fucking bloody nose.
Okay.
So you're saying that he just the stuff on the web here recently. That's just old stuff that he's trying to bring up that's already been settled, right? That's basically it.
Yeah, it was already settled in court, and they gave me full custody of the kids.
Okay. What else?
Tell her. Ask her to say that again.
Okay.
That she has full custody.
Logan wants you to say that again. That's already been in the court and settled. You know, everything that we're talking about in the pictures that he's brought up, because you know that's what he's saying here recently. You know, the past few days, and Logan just wants to get that on the record. You know that's already happened, and that's old news. That you know, and you understand what I'm saying. He just wanted to get you to say that again. Okay, here you go.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I think I must have been like 22 or 23 when our divorce took place. And then it was finalized in 2012. And I have like the final statement and stuff like that he dismissed all the allegations of me abusing my son. And and second of all, if I abuse my kid, okay, like the way that he said that I did, why would you allow that to happen? Like, if my husband ex-husband, or Paul, was because I call him my ex-husband a lot, but if I ever seen Paul like hit my kid, okay, and he never did. Like, he was actually really damn good when it came to like, I was the spanker. I spanked my kids, you know, not hard or anything, but I spanked my kids. But, how do I say this? Like,
hang on. Tell her to stop.
Hey, Logan said stop. Okay. I'm just trying to relay messages, baby, you know, because the way we're doing this conversation, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Logan.
ask her about any interaction that Skywatcher had with her about hoaxes and lying on the YouTube and how much fun it was, or any indication that she knew that Skywatcher was lying and hoaxing on the internet and knew it all the time. Go ahead.
Did you hear what he just said?
No.
Okay. First of all, before I say what he just said, I'm going to say this one thing. I got 3 kids, and I understand what you're saying about whipping a child. That's what's wrong with these kids today. They don't get their ass whipped. Okay, I'm not saying beat. I mean,
hell, amen to that.
That is what's wrong with these children today. They don't get spanked and disciplined enough. That's why we have all these problems we have today. And thank God you were trying to do that. Okay, now.
And I told the judge that, and because the judge asked me, like straight up, like he asked me, like, do you spank your kids? Is it true? And I looked at him, and I was like, yeah, I spanked my son.
You did good, baby.
I threw him all over me, you know what I mean? And then that was that. That was like the only question he asked me, and then we moved forward to the case. It was like, it was not wrong to spank a kid. What's wrong is when you hurt them so much.
When you beat a child, that's like, what's different. If you beat them
and stuff like that, and I've never done that. Not in my life. The only thing I've ever done was literally hit him, get him with my knee, because I was trying to catch him.
Look,
and that's the only thing I ever had.
Stuff happens, baby. Stuff happens. I got children. I understand. And anybody else got children, they know too. Yeah. Well,
Patrick,
look. Yeah.
Patrick. We have questions of where are the kids now. Can she confirm that the kids are with her?
Okay. Everybody, Logan, everybody wants to know, where are the children now?
They're with me.
They're with her. Okay, that's good. That's great.
We're all living in the shelter right now.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry to hear that. We are, and Logan said this earlier about you saying that you were leaving tomorrow, that you were getting an apartment. That is awesome. That is great. Everybody's glad to hear that. Okay.
Thank you.
You
all
tell
I'm waiting on is a refrigerator. That's all I'm waiting on, because I can't live there unless I can cool my milk.
Right, you gotta have. I understand, a refrigerator.
Butter and deli sandwiches. Okay?
Yes.
Patrick, tell her that we will be setting up funding for her after this show.
I was gonna say it anyway. Look, baby, I don't mean anything bad about calling you baby. Look, I've got a wife of 20 years. I've been married 20 years in the other room. I don't mean anything derogatory about it. I just call every girl baby. Okay, listen, baby, we will help you. Okay. Everybody here that's listening, we will do what we can to help you. We understand what you've been through. Logan is saying the same thing, okay? This comes from me, and I know he's telling me to say the same thing, but listen, we will do what we can. This is bullshit, what you've gone through, okay? I'm so glad you've got help. Logan's glad. Everybody else that's on this, you know, listening to you now, we will do what we can. I promise you, we're going to do something, okay? Just.
No, hey, Patrick.
That, but I really want to say, this is what I really want to say is, like, and I really truly appreciate the helping hand. I really do. But I'm a survivor. You know what I mean? And I've made it this far.
If you weren't a survivor, you wouldn't have made it this far.
You tell her, goddammit. You tell her, goddammit. That's why we're gonna help you. That's why we're gonna help you. I'm going to give her my money.
I don't want people, I just want, like, you to know, like, because I'm not on this show, I'm not even on this show to defend myself. Like, the reason why I came on this show that isn't say anything is, first of all, like, give it up to all the survivors out there, like, literally, all the women who have been domestically abused in their life, but they get abused because they fall in love. And what we are is we're hopeful. We hope things are going to change, you know. And I was promised many things. I was promised to get a job. I was promised that
you were taken advantage of also.
He would quit prostituting me. Okay, and then that's why I got married on him. I married him after I was I had all those charges put on me for prostitution, and I went to jail and everything, and I came out, and I came to a point in my life I mean, I was so underweight that I was sickly. I looked sickly. Like I had no meat on my bones. I'm already a thin girl. And I told him, like, look, I love you very much, but I can't do this with you anymore. I'm getting in trouble. I'm hurting myself. This isn't like the type of relationship I want. You know what I mean? It's never what I wanted. Like, and we gotta stop, you know, and I'll marry you on the basis that you will quit doing this to me. I wanted him to want to quit doing this to me. I wanted him to cherish me, like with the vow say, love, honor, and cherish, or something like that.
It sounds to me.
I wanted him to cherish me. And then when we got married, and we were low on money again,
he put you back to work.
What's the first thing he did? Is he said the same thing he said when I was 19 years old or 18 years old, and he said, well, he goes, you can give massages, but you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to do happy endings and this and that.
That's bullshit.
And in my head, as soon as
that's bullshit.
He wanted me to touch another man, like in my head, that was like he wanted me to put my hands on another man. And it doesn't matter if it was for sexual reasons or for friendship reasons or just to take me reasons. He threw me out there again. And because he did that to me, like my whole world of being cherished and valued as a woman just went right back down the drain. And so that night, you know, this guy only wanted a massage, and I did everything with him for like $1,200, you know. And I hid all that money in my Bible because I wanted to take that money and leave. And one day he found it. You know, he was going through my stuff and shaking stuff out, and all this money falls out. And he asked me, why do I have all this money? I eventually told him, like, you wanted me to put my hands on another man, and I'm your wife, and it doesn't matter why. You wanted me to do that, so I was like, what's the fucking point of cherishing myself? If you're not going to cherish me, I'm not going to cherish myself. And so I ended up, I felt so devalued that I had sex with that person because there was no point. I didn't feel value anymore, and I was a wife and things like that. That's when things started really going downhill. But I know that was kind of like far from what we were talking about, but I hope you guys understand that.
We do. I promise you, we do.
You tell her I've got tears in my eyes. I'm sick.
People with tears in their eyes, baby, okay? And that's not just, Logan just said that. He's not the only one, I promise you. Okay, I promise you. Okay, look, I got to set the phone down and go to the other room. Please keep talking. I'll be back in about 2 minutes. Go ahead.
No. Well, I filed for divorce because things weren't changing, and he was stuck on video games, like, since I was 18 until the very end of our marriage, you know. And he started talking to this chick, and I was out touring around, earning money and giving it to him, and he was talking to this girl online, and I got jealous, you know, and I didn't want him talking to this girl. And he's like, oh, we're just friends, and I'm helping her cope with her dad's loss. And I'm sitting there like, you motherfucker, like, you're gonna help this, you're gonna comfort another woman, but look what I'm doing, like, and look how I feel, and you know, I'm nothing but a piece of ass, not just to you, but to other men, you know what I mean? And
you seem like you were nothing but a paycheck to this piece of shit. I'm sorry, but I just had to say that.
I agree. I agree.
You know, I asked them, like, because people want to know why. You know, why did you do this to me? You know, and I asked them why.
Nobody is looking down on you. I promise. For the people that you're speaking to right now, I promise you, no one is looking down on you for this. You did what you had to do, or what you thought you had to do. Okay,
Patrick,
I promise you. Yes, Logan.
Patrick, tell her that she has had fans for a very long time, and they've been waiting to hear from her. Tell her that.
Logan, and this is a fact, like Logan just said, you've had fans that have, for a long time, that have been waiting to hear from you. And we're so glad. And you've got my personal phone number. This is my home phone number. Please don't give it out to nobody else. This is Patrick, who I called, who you're talking to now. But please, you can call me anytime, and you just tell my wife who you are. She'll know who you are, because I'm going to tell her as a friend, you know, she'll know. Okay, just saying. But anytime you need to talk to somebody, you can call me or Melissa. That's my wife, okay?
Okay,
You got my number.
okay.
Did you
Patrick,
guys, by the way,
I want you to
did you guys like that video I made really quick?
Honestly,
tell her we love it.
I would really love to see that video again, because I deleted it because he came back from Area 51. And he,
Tell her
I
love it. I got it.
I was still on the computer.
Which video?
And I was talking to Dad, and I was telling him everything that was going on. Like, I was really mad. And I was mad because I found out that chick that he was talking to online, while I was whoring out for making his money, he ended up having a relationship with her after I divorced him. And I found that out, and I don't know if they ever, like, had sex or not.
Well, you know better than that. I mean, really, I'm a dude. You know, I mean, I'm just speaking from the dude side, okay? Of course we did.
So, like, she was, like, from the other side of the country, living on Maine or something, or North Dakota or some shit like that. So I don't know if they ever really met because he was in Arizona.
Patrick.
But I do know that
I can hear you.
That, you know, he was
tell her that we need to know some things.
All kinds of shit. That, like, first of all, I'm Mexican, okay? You didn't speak one lick of Spanish to me when we were together. Like, he never talked to me. Like, that was what really pissed me off the most. Like, I love this man so much, but he never spent time with me.
Okay,
he was always spending time playing video games or sleeping. And anytime he wanted to spend time with me, it was just to have sex, and then boom. You know, and I was the kind of woman, like, I cooked, I cleaned, I gave him back massages. And every time he wanted a back massage, I gave him a fucking back massage, you know. I did everything. I did his laundry.
Spanish ladies are like that.
You know, I quit
Patrick,
cooking for him.
Patrick,
I quit cleaning.
ask her.
Laundry. I quit, you know, giving him coffee or whatever the hell. I quit letting him use me, and it would upset him even more and more because I was being disobedient to him. But when I tried to leave, he would want me so much that he wouldn't let me leave. Like, I was literally in prison and wherever I was, and his mom,
about that.
like his mom, his dad, his brother, they knew what he was doing to me. They knew that when he closed that door, that he was putting his hands on me. And
no, tell her to stop. Tell her to stop.
And to this day, they don't do anything about it.
Tell her to stop.
I'll tell you this right now. I tried leaving the second time to a domestic violence shelter. Okay. And his mom let me. His mom's aunt, his mom's sister.
Tell her to stop now.
Hey, baby, dear. I'm getting asked to get you to stop for a second, okay? You've revealed a lot, but there's a couple things that people want to, you know, like Logan wants to ask and maybe speak with you about, okay?
Ask her about her.
Hey, Logan, hold on. Logan, you can just speak and she can hear you, and then she can answer you through my phone, okay? Speak to her just like.
Okay. Marcella, this is Logan.
Yeah.
This is very important. Did you ever hear Skywatcher talking about hoaxing and lying on the internet as a positive thing, as a good thing for you and your family? We want to know what she knows about all of his lies and hoaxes on the internet.
He's just asking, were you privy to information of, like, okay, that he's doing these things and misrepresenting things online to get money, basically?
In the beginning, I was really proud of him. I thought that, you know, like, he was capturing, like, really crazy things, okay, like the moon crash video, like, that looked so real, okay, and he looked at me dead in the eye and told me that it was real, But when he went to Area 51, I saw the images that he was sent by somebody, and he altered those images to put this like crater or whatever in the moon or whatever, and that really pissed me off. That's the first time that I realized that he was lying to, and that was a big hit video. That's 3 million views, okay? And that was the first time, like,
yeah, yeah, baby, yeah.
Discovered this.
Calm down.
Thank you, honey. I thought that he discovered this, and I was really proud of him, and I was his biggest fan. Like, okay, he had fans, okay, even hiding the old little bitch ass, but I was his biggest fan.
No.
I was proud of him.
Tell her to
and
talk
when
about
I found out that that was a lie,
hiding.
like, it angered me, and then I went into more further investigation about all of his things. And but when it comes to like his T-shirts, first of all, those are just designs. Like, anyone can go on the computer and like make a T-shirt design and call it like, oh yeah, I have these T-shirts, and I'm giving away these T-shirts.
Right.
Did you know, like, he has not mailed off one fucking T-shirt to any of his supporters?
Yes, we do know that. We really do know that. Thank you, dear.
Yeah, no, yeah, and I called him on that too. And the T-shirt, like, he made T-shirts. He made had two designs. One that had DSW, and then one that had the circle thing, the roll or whatever.
Right.
And he had them packaged in Ziploc bags. And when his money started dwindling, like, I know that he intended to ship them off,
But he didn't.
but he didn't.
Are you kidding?
No. Ask her about the telescope scam, please.
Okay, Logan,
Patrick, ask her about the
telescope scams. If you have any information about the telescope scams.
The telescope scams?
Yeah, the raffles.
Worded,
You know, the raffles is what he's talking about.
yeah. In his, on his website, he worded it so that he wouldn't legally get in trouble if he didn't make enough money. He was trying to set a certain goal, like to make a certain amount of money, and only then, if he made a certain amount of money, or it was donated a certain amount of money, would he give away this telescope. And he didn't make enough money, but he was supposed to give that telescope away because that's what he promised. And it doesn't matter like how much money you're given or not given. You're supposed to give something away. If that's what you say you're going to give away, and that's why people are donating. Like, they're donating to be entered into a raffle. You know, so if I donated to get entered into the telescope raffle, like, in my eyes, I have a chance to win. You know, but he didn't make enough money, so he took away everybody's chance to win because he didn't make enough money. Who gives a shit? Like, give away the fucking telescope. That's what you said you would do. But because he worded it,
who won the telescope?
not legally, he says anyway, that he's legally obligated to give away a telescope. He wouldn't be scamming people.
So he
and
actually...
I thought that was just crap because he had a lot of people. And, I don't know if you guys know who Jeff Duke is.
Who?
But Jeff Duke lived in the United Kingdom, and I believe, pretty sure United Kingdom. And he asked Paul if he can buy a telescope in America and have it shipped up there because for whatever reason it was like too expensive or whatever for him to get it.
Right, more expensive over there than it is to here.
But it wasn't. Yeah, it was too expensive. So Jeff Duke gave Paul Flores like all his money to get a telescope, and Paul bought it. Paul bought that telescope. This was the one he ended up giving away. And he didn't send the telescope off because the shipping expenses were too much. So he refunded half of the telescope immediately back to Jeff Duke, but the other half he said to him, until I get enough funds donated to me, I can't refund your money for the telescope. So to this day, he still owes Jeff half of that telescope. And then he turned around and used that telescope that he was supposed to give to Jeff, and he created the raffle with it. So he double fucked. Okay, he screwed over Jeff because he never got his telescope, and he only got half of his money back. To this day, he's still waiting for that money. And Paul said, well, I said that when I get enough donations, I refund that money. But, you know, and you know that guy gets all kinds of donations. He gets donated for, like, air conditioning and shit, you know. And he turned around and he took that telescope to make all that money, and he still didn't pay him back. So that was kind of screwed up. And he didn't give away the telescope. He ended up keeping it.
What? Can I ask you one more time? What was that guy's name again?
Jeff Duke.
Jeff Duke in England, right? Or somewhere over there?
Yeah, somewhere up there, yeah.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure I had that correct. Okay, thank you so much, dear.
I'm not trying to expose the guy.
No. Listen. All people want is the truth, dear. Whether it didn't make a damn if it makes me look like an idiot, or if it makes Logan look like an idiot, or if it makes him look like an idiot. We want the truth. That's all we want.
Amen.
I mean, I know you can.
Amen.
Yeah, I can understand that. And I thought that he was like legitimately trying to do things. But this is the thing that really makes me mad about Paul. Is that he was making he ended up making up to $2,300 a month, and in YouTube, like, I know that's probably not as much as like other people, but $2,300 a month for doing YouTube videos
is good money. That's good money.
Goddamn right, goddamn right.
He had enough money. He had enough money to move us out of his mom's house, and I mean, because we were literally living at his mom's house. He lives at his mom's house to this day. In the back of the yard, in his shed. Okay, everyone thinks it's an observatory. It's not an observatory. It's a storage unit.
Right.
It's a bed. And he does have he did get an air conditioner funded.
Can I ask you one more thing? That
shed. What?
Okay, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, dear. But that first telescope. You take all the time you need. You've got my number. If my fucking phone runs out, you call me in a little while when it charges back up. All right. But listen, that very first telescope giveaway that he had was, and he said like some 8-year-old won it. Do you know anything about that?
He said some 8-year-old won it, but he said that the kid wasn't allowed to be publicly
that one
or something because of his parents, whatever. But to me, he had the 6-inch. He had an 11-inch. Yeah, he had a 14-inch, or a 6-inch, 11-inch, and he had 3 telescopes. That's all I know. If he had 3 telescopes, he purchased 3 telescopes. Well, one was he scammed Jeff out of, poor guy. But there was never any other telescopes. He bought the first telescope he ever bought. That was for my son's birthday present. And he said that was my son's birthday present, and he got to use it one time, and then Paul used it the whole time, all the other times after that. So there's no proof that he ever gave a telescope away. I don't, honestly, 100%, I don't know if there was a kid out there that won a telescope and he gave it away, because that's before I came back. He said that
I don't want you to say anything you don't know anything about. I don't want you to say anything incorrect. I promise you, nobody wants you to lie about anything.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know. I hope in Jesus' name, he did, because you can't. There's nothing like using a kid to cover up. You know what I mean?
Well, yes, there is. Yes, I'm sorry, but I don't mean it's in a derogatory way, but using your wife is worse. I'm sorry. I don't mean it in any derogatory way towards you, okay, baby? But that's worse.
Yeah.
Okay? I love you, okay? And I got a wife and 3 kids, but I'm just saying, we love you. That's all I got to say about that.
Thank you. You know what's really shitty, though, is that he earned $2,300 a month. He had a serious weed habit. And the more money he made, the more money he spent on weed.
Well, I like to party too, so I'm not going to argue, but you take care of your family first.
Yeah, that's what I told him.
Yeah, you take care of your family first.
You can, like, not buy weed this month so that we can move out, because he was making $2,300 a month. Yeah. And it was always something. Oh, I gotta pay my bills. Oh, I gotta pay back my dealer. Oh, I gotta get more weed. Like, weed was first. You know what I mean? Like, he lost the car because he was unwilling to take the money that I made him out of prostitution to go and make his car payment. Because he wanted to smoke weed first. And then 4 months later, guess who comes knocking on the door? The fucking repo man. If I were here to take your car, you know, and sorry, but
there ain't nothing you can do when the repo man comes. When the repo man comes, he's gonna get it.
In his pocket, but the weed was so much more important. He lost his car to it, which is hilarious because he was in his towel. He just got out of the shower, and they hooked his car up, and he's screaming down the road with his hands in the air, telling the guy to come back. And you know the guy ain't gonna come back. Like,
oh hell no.
His car, like,
some
the funniest shit ever.
Some people in the chat are wanting me to ask you about the hottie girl. If you know anything about that. I don't know. I've just seen her name pop up a couple times, but I don't know. Do you know anything about the hottie girl?
Heidi Neal?
I think that's it, yeah.
There's not much I really want to say about Heidi.
Okay, well, if you don't want to talk about it, you don't.
I'm not mad at Heidi for believing everything that he tells her.
No, he's a good law teller.
At one point in time, like, he was really big on YouTube. You know
and he can tell a lot and twist it around, and he can get some people to listen to him. You know, you got to give the guy a little credit about that. You know, he can make people believe his shit. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, really, like, I hope to God that he did discover one thing, you know, like, not everything was a helicopter. You know that mystery object captured in the air video?
Yeah.
Like, I was there when he jumped up like a fucking 2-year-old and grabbed his camera, you know, like, he was like the paparazzi. He was like, oh, he was like, I gotta get this. So I was like, you gotta get what? I gotta get this thing in the air, you know, it's hovering, you know. And I look at it, and I'm like right there while he's videotaping it, and right before he presses the record button, I'm like, it's a helicopter. He was really not. It's not a helicopter. He's like, it's hovering, and I'm like, that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to hover. Like, that's why they were created that way. They fucking hover, you know. And he was like, well, it's too far away, I can't tell, you know. He puts it on, you know, he puts it on YouTube talking about some mysterious object found or whatever. But anyway, back to Heidi. She's his closest fan. Like, she's probably his only fan, because every time I go and check out his Ustream account and see, like, you know, did this guy do anything new? Like, is he actually, like, looking for UFOs, or is he just pointing the shit in the sky and then fucking going to bed, you know? Heidi's his closest fan, you know, and I guess she's been there watching his stuff since he was, like, really big on YouTube, you know. So I feel sorry for Heidi. That's all I have to say. Like, I'm not angry at her for being convinced that I'm, like, a bad person or whatever. Like,
ask her about other YouTubers. Did Skywatcher talk about other YouTubers?
One of my videos, or one of your videos or something. Like
Dabu?
You know, but I'm not mad at her. You know,
no, like me and Jasmine.
Where I stuck up for Paul. Like, I would stick up for Paul, like, when we would get in trouble together, you know, and I'd be like, no, he's not tipping me out. I choose to do this because, you know, I love him, and, you know, I love the money and this and that, and I was brainwashed, you know. And,
right. Well, I mean, and when it's all said and done, you did participate in it. You did have your part in it, but you were brainwashed into thinking, hey, this is what you need to do to make the family survive, right? That's what you're saying. I mean, I understand, because I've known people to be in this situation.
The relationship, like, I wanted I wanted his I wanted his attention, and that was the only way he was giving me attention. Like, I don't know.
That's
like,
terrible, baby. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I just want to say that from my heart. I mean, really. Okay, I've got to let me ask Logan something, because he's been wanting me to ask you something, and I want to make sure I get it right. Okay, go ahead, Logan. Tell me again.
Logan, ask her, ask her about if he ever talked about other YouTubers to her, about
like
how
as in
he
who?
was gonna,
As in who?
yeah, because
Who do you mean?
because me, hang on, because he called my employer while I was standing next to my employer when he did it. Does she have any knowledge about him calling police or anything like that on other YouTubers? Ask her that.
Did you hear him, dear?
I heard something about calling his employer.
Okay, he was wondering if you have any knowledge about when he was calling the police on him and other people, on YouTube. If you know anything about that you might could shed some light on.
Yeah. He said that something about you had like pictures of the kids or something like that, or like that you were trying to, spread. You had pictures of the kids, and that, like, I don't, first of all, I don't know how, like, you would have pictures of our kids, because how the hell are you going to get pictures of our kids?
Only if somebody posted it. The only way you could do that is if somebody posted them.
Or like a pedophile or something, but he never, I asked him about that, and I was like, well, show me some proof, like, show me like a message saying that, like that you had any like interest in our kids at all whatsoever, Like, show me some proof,
But see, that's one.
He never could.
Hey, I just want to interrupt you there. One thing there. That's one bad thing with this YouTube stuff going on right now. People can make these duplicate accounts that look identical to somebody else's, except for they don't. When you search them back, when you go back with their Google Plus and their like what they have uploaded, it's not them. The fake accounts, they can make it look just like it is Logan's, mine, Frank's, or whoever's. You understand? But it can still have the same exact name, the same exact picture, and they could be on somebody's chat and say, be talking about, bad stuff like kids or whatever. But people, all they do is they see that first name, but they don't research further back to see if it's a real account or not. And that's what's messing a lot of people up today. You see what we're saying? Or what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead. I just had to put that little bit in. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go right ahead.
God damn it, Patrick! You're the greatest. You're the greatest interviewer ever.
Like I said, that you were like a pedophile, and that you were interested. You were telling people that you were going to share pictures of our kids and shit like that. But there was never any proof, like, at all. And I asked him about
You tell her.
He said he had proof.
Stop,
but he never showed
Patrick.
it to me.
Stop her. Stop her right now and tell her
Hold on, baby.
that no one would have.
They keep telling
Tell
me.
her. Patrick,
Hold on one second, okay?
Patrick.
Logan.
No one would have.
Logan, listen to me. All right, you don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Want me to stop her? Let me know. And all you got to do is give me a minute. Give me a second. I'll stop her, and you can ask her the question, and you can speak, just like you're talking to her live through the chat. Okay? Ask the question.
Miss Marcella.
Go ahead.
This question about kitty pics and all of this stuff. Your husband has posted the pictures of your kids on the internet many times. And for him to accuse other people for sharing pictures of his kids after he's done he has done the thing that caused it all. What do you think about that?
Did you hear him, Marcella?
Not at all.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you could hear him when he spoke to you. I apologize.
Sometimes it fades in and then it fades out.
Okay.
So I can hear words, but I can't hear sentences.
Okay. Well, what he said was that in the past, Paul has put the pictures of your children, just like pictures of them doing whatever, like how people post on Facebook or whatever. Post a picture, and then those are the pictures that get brought back, into the question. And say it again, Logan, so I don't mess it up. Logan. Hey.
If those were the pictures in question, okay, first of all, like, I know if they were normal pictures, then who gives a fuck, because they're normal pictures.
Right.
But if they're pictures that are indecent, okay, before it's anyone else's problem, it's his problem. Because why the fuck do you have indecent pictures of our kids? One.
And how would you get them, how would you get them? Hey, hold on 1 second, because I can't hear them right this second. Let me make sure everything's still going on, okay? Because the way we're having to do this little interview here. Logan. All right, we've got some problem in the chat, so hold on, okay? I mean, you can speak to me, but I don't think anybody else can hear you at this time.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody tells me I'm doing a great job, but I'm just doing what I can. I'm just a drunk druggie, you know what I mean? Honestly. How old are you? I'm 42. I'm just asking.
Me?
Yeah, how old are you?
Yeah.
How old?
28.
28? Okay. Well, I've seen your picture. You're a beautiful young lady, and I can't believe this shit happened to you. I mean, it don't have anything to do with you being beautiful. I mean, as in a person, I can't believe that happened. This has happened to you. That's bullshit that this has happened to you. And I'm sorry. I apologize for it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a kinky motherfucker in the bedroom. But, as the pimping my wife out, that's something I couldn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate it. Like, this all happened so long ago.
But it doesn't matter if it happened yesterday or 10 years ago. It doesn't matter in our opinion. I mean, this is the shit you had to endure through your life to get where you are today, correct?
Yeah, but I'm strong now. Like,
you sound like it, baby. You sound like it.
I'm not happy. Like how things. I wasn't happy during the time that the things are happening to me, because.
Of course not.
You go through all these emotions, like, why is this shit happening to me? Why won't this man love me? Like, why won't he change? Or is it me that needs to change? And it got to a point where I realized that he's not the person that I thought he was. And I had to change him on my own. Like, I couldn't sit around and wait for someone to change. You know, I had to change everything on my own. Like, and that was hard for me to do because, like I said, like, and I will emphasize this, like, I loved Paul Flores so much.
Well,
I looked at Paul, like, I admired him, everything that he did. Like, I admired the way he looked. I admired the way he acted. And I admired his work ethic. All up to the point where he just
his work ethic would have been fine.
Ignoring me.
The work ethic would have been fine.
I tried getting his attention. Like, I did so many things, I put little pigtails in my hair, walk around little booty shorts, and all I would ever get from him is sex, And I thought that at the time, like, okay, he likes me, obviously, he's having sex with me, I was like quick satisfaction, like that was quick attention. But after that, he wouldn't pay attention to me. And I just felt like, well, am I even beautiful anymore? Like, and he wouldn't let me go out with my sister. He wouldn't let me go hang out by myself, and he didn't want to go hang out with me. So I was never allowed to go anywhere because he never, he never wanted to go out with me. So I was stuck in that house. I was stuck anywhere we went. So I would get upset because the man that wouldn't let me go anywhere is the same man that wouldn't give me any attention. And I did cheat on him. Like, that was the only thing that I could have done because I was getting hit and I was getting dragged into the room and I was being shut up. I was being told what to do, and that was the only thing that I could possibly think of to hurt him. So it's not like I cheated on him because I wanted to go out and get some dick. Like, I cheated on him because I wanted him to become aware of the fact that if you don't start treating me right and spending time with me, I'm going to go and spend time with someone else. So, you know, I'm not a cheater, like, you know, that I did cheat. Or
I understand. I know just what you're talking about. I didn't have anything like what you and yours went through, but we had our problems. I am married to my junior high school sweetheart, okay? I'm 42 and married 19 years plus 3-year common law. So that tells you how long we've been together. And we've had our problems, you understand. So I know what happens in the early years. But, I mean, there's quite an age difference between you two. And, I mean, in a way, yes, there's a little wrong with that. In a way, there's not. I mean, I'm not trying to vilify that in any way. But, you know, it all comes down to love. But it's just...
It wasn't love, because now that I think of it, though...
He used you.
His ex, the one that left with the 3-month-old, she was 17. And then I was 17.
And he was like 30? Is that what you said? Are you there?
What's that?
I'm here. You were 17 and he was 30? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a big age difference. That's 15. That's almost 15 years, baby. Damn. I mean, that's jail time. I'm sorry. I mean, okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay. But I realized, like, he has a pattern of getting with
younger girls.
Yeah. Like he got with Chantal, the one that left with his baby. She was 17, I was 17, and then the chick that I found on his Facebook when he was at Area 51, she was 17 too. And when he asked her, "How old are you?" and she said, "I'm 17," he told her, "Oh, I can make a good sugar daddy out of it. Like, I can be a good sugar daddy for you." You know, and actually that was in the video. I don't know if you guys saw that or not.
The
blonde hair chick.
The kind of heavy-set Mexican-looking girl, Spanish-looking girl?
Oh, no, that's the girl that he met online. Isn't that sad?
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm just saying. You know, that's just what I understood.
If I don't know. I think Logan still has that video. I don't know.
She looks about 45.
Do you still have that video, Logan?
Do you still have that video, Logan? She's asking you.
What did she ask?
Do you still have that video?
Yes, I have both of her videos.
Yes, he does.
Well, I hope that, like, you that you make it public, because I want to show my friend, like, I want to laugh with her, but there's a message in there on Facebook, like, he's writing this blonde chick on Facebook, and that girl was 17, and I don't know if you read the little Facebook message that I was snapshotting, she was 17 too. Like, he asked her, how old are you? And she said, I'm 17. And she's the one with the blonde hair. And he's like, oh, I'll make a really good sugar daddy for you or whatever.
Okay, I remember that one now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
So he's fucking sticking his head, dude. Like, he likes getting with girls that are underage, or just, you know, barely underage. Because you're not supposed to be doing that, you know? Like, that's wrong, and because it's wrong...
Because it's against the law.
That's what he wanted, and I didn't know that. I was 17 myself at the time, you know? I thought, like, he fell in love with me, you know? But, no, he didn't. He wasn't in love with me. He wanted to take advantage of someone that he shouldn't have, you know?
He was in lust and took it from there. I mean, that's all I can say, is he was in lust and went from there. But if you are 30 years old messing with a 15, 18-year-old, even though 18 is of age, I'll say 17-year-old. If you're 30 messing with a 17-year-old, there's something wrong. I mean, really. At least make it legal age of 18. That way you can't get your ass in trouble. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but even if you go that 2 months prior where she's 17, your ass can go to jail. I wouldn't, even if I just wouldn't do it. Yes. Yes, Logan.
Patrick,
Yes.
ask her again if he ever talked about other YouTubers and what his plan was to destroy them or whatever. If she ever heard anything about him deciding to take someone out on YouTube. Go ahead.
Logan just asked me, have you ever heard of him talking about having a vendetta out about another YouTuber and what he, if so, did he say like, yeah, I'm going to go after such person and do this? If you had any knowledge of anything like that.
If Logan's going to go after another YouTuber?
No. If when you were with Paul, Dark Skywatcher, when you were with him, if you had any knowledge that if he ever said, all right, I'm going to go after Patrick and this is what I'm going to do to him. I'm just using that as an example.
I don't know anything about that, no.
Okay, Paul. Okay, brother, ask her right now about the letter that she had to write under duress that he just posted yesterday. Ask her about that.
What about the letter he just wrote? Now he's talking about what Paul just put up yesterday, saying that you wrote to him under duress, saying that you lied about everything. Is that true?
I did write that letter, and I wrote it because, again, I had nowhere to go to. I don't have family. I don't have anyone's door to knock on if I needed help.
Was it true what you said in that letter, though?
To my ex-boyfriend's house.
What did you write that letter as of maybe needing a backup place to go, or was it the truth?
It wasn't true. I had to write. He made me write something convincing because that was right after I made that video, and he came back from Area 51 like, take down the video, take it down right now. He was like, everything that it's up, I'm losing subscribers, and he lost a lot of subscribers for it.
Okay.
And he's like, and then he made me take down the video, and he said, you need to get on. At first, he wanted me to get on the Ustream, and then like say like it was a lie, or like the video that I made was a lie, which clearly was a lie because I put so many pieces of evidence in there. But he told me that I needed to make something like bold or something big so that like I would look out to be as a liar. You know what I mean?
So tell her
his public image.
Right.
And it's
so
like
tell her he was basically.
So
hang on. Tell her
I'm sitting there. Okay. I had nowhere to go. I had no car. I had no money. I had nothing. He was on the verge of kicking me out of the house. So instead of me, just saying, fuck it, I'm leaving, I sat there and I was like, okay, what am I going to say? What am I going to do in order to reverse the damage I caused from making the video? So yeah, I made that. I wrote all that shit. And if you read it, you can tell it's bullshit.
We did. I mean, we
Yeah.
thought it was actually kind of more or less fake, but we appreciate you very well being honest about it, and we understand the way what you're saying about being kind of under pressure to to write that and kind of cover his ass as well to give you a backup plan. He's saying like, if you write this, I'll help you out later or whatever, whatever. But listen, I'm telling you, you got people here in this chat right now that are willing to fucking help you. I mean, we can't buy you no freaking house or no shit like that, but we can help you, baby. Don't go back to this piece of shit, okay?
He would have beat my ass if I didn't take down the video.
Well, he's
So
not.
I took down the
Don't
video.
listen.
And he's gonna beat my ass.
He
if
ain't
I
gonna
didn't
beat your
do
ass, 'cause I'll
something to
fuck
save
that
his
piece of
public
shit.
image.
He's
You know
fixing to
what
get
I mean?
Patrick
So
up
not
on
only
his
did he
ass.
kick me out, he would literally beat my ass. And so.
How far are you away from him right now?
Wait, Patrick.
Wait a minute, Logan. Shut
Patrick.
up, Logan. Shut up. How far are you away from him right now?
If I got in the car and I drove,
Yeah.
right now, I think I'm like, if I do the speed limit, like, maybe 12 minutes, 10, 12
Son
minutes.
of a bitch, man.
That's
I
too
don't
close.
like that, guys. I don't like that, guys. Okay, I'm sorry, Logan. I just need to ask that.
I don't like it either, but I will say that CPS is involved in our lives now.
That's a little bit better protection, but still, that's nothing.
They're helping me take custody of the kids because of the marijuana issues that he's going through.
Right.
Ask her about that.
He got popped for marijuana the day that he was supposed to go to Area 51.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Hey. What was that you said? You said he got arrested for marijuana the day he was supposed to leave for Area 51? That's what you just said?
Yeah, because remember Area 51 event was from the 17th to the 22nd, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, 17th comes along, and then he wasn't going to go anyway because he didn't make enough money. And if he made enough money, he wasn't going to go anyway because he needed to buy a computer because his computer is shot to shit. The guy that he kept calling to fix his computer was scamming him. Like, he was like, oh, it's this. So he would buy a new computer part, and then he'd have to pay. He would get the new computer part, he'd have to pay to get it put in, and then it would end up not being that. So, you know, he would be like, oh, it's not that, it's this. So you'd get another computer part, and he'd have to pay money to get it put in. Long story short, he never got his computer fixed. The guy walked out with tons of money, you know, and all he had to do was go to Staples, pay $100, and fucking
put it in himself.
So he never did go. Wait. Patrick, ask her. So he never actually went to Staples.
They know what they're doing, but they don't. And they begged me for my computer. Like, I literally have text messages like, please, like, you know, you know how long I've been waiting to do this, and I can't wait off me. Like, I'm in the middle of shit creek. You can at least throw me a paddle.
So he never even went to Staples, huh?
He finally went to Staples, but he only had the money to get it diagnosed. And they not only do they diagnose computers, but they'll fix it too. So he couldn't get his computer out because he didn't have enough money because he smoked all his weed. Like, all the money that he ever got donated, instead of putting it toward his business and growing his business, the only thing he really did, other than he paid off his car, good for him, he's keeping his shed payment. You know, there's going to be a time, though, they're going to go and they're going to fucking remove that shed out of his backyard. But the only thing, like, he used that money for, other than ordering pizza, is to smoke weed. And this is the only reason why I even decided to go on the show, is because it's not me anymore. Like, I'm not the one being scammed anymore. Like, I realized the bullshit that Paul has done to me over the years, and I realized that it was all a scam. Like, unless Paul Flores is given something, or he can take something, or he can use something to his advantage, you're useless to him. You know, like, if I'm not giving him a piece of ass, if I'm not letting him use my computer, if I'm not letting him give him his money, like, there was a time when he was begging me to give him $100 so he could pay back his drug dealer. I'm like, why did you even get that weed fronted for you? Like, why did you even get that weed fronted? You don't even have the money to pay him back, and he knew that. And I told him, like, I'm not going to give you this money. Like, you know, he's like, well, you want me to pawn something? And I'm like, you can't pawn shit, because your subscribers are the reason why you have what you have. And when you turn around and pawn something, you're screwing them over. But if you don't pay back the drug dealer, you're screwing him over. And if you take money from me to pay back your drug dealer for your own fucking bullshit habit, you're screwing me over. So you're just one big fucking asswad. Like, you know what I mean? That all he does is take from different places so that he can go places and he can satisfy himself. But he's
ask her to clarify the stuff about Skywatcher not going to Area 51 because of the hot bus.
Owing his dealer at the end of the month, and when his next paycheck came around, he would pay off his debt, he would buy some, and then when he became broke again, he would end up owing for the next month. So, you know, like, I asked him one day, like, how much do you owe your drug dealer this time, you know? And he was like, $875.
Damn, that's some good weed.
$875 fucking dollars. I go, that's the reason why we're in this shithole. That's the reason why we're living with your mother. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because,
okay, I just wanted to ask you something real quick. You know, it's about him not going, you know, to Area 51 with like Dabu and stuff. You know, Dabu come out today and said that you know, he had a video that's going to come out in the next day or so, and it was going to explain what happened to Dark Skywatcher and stuff. But from what you're saying, it was because he got arrested with a weed bust, and that's the reason everything went south. Correct?
well, he was being investigated for the pending criminal charges. It's an open investigation, and I can say that it's for sexual assault.
Sexual assault? Is that what you said? It was for sexual assault?
Yeah.
Do you mind? Is it you? I mean, if I ask the wrong question, just say it. I don't mean to.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. I just wanted to clarify.
Son of a bitch!
And they raided him and they took his equipment. And during that time, they found marijuana on him.
Son of a bitch!
And that's why the kids were removed from his household and placed in my custody.
Son of a bitch!
Whenever there's illegal drugs involved, CPS immediately gets called to the scene.
Right, exactly.
I wasn't living with him at the time.
Good thing, good thing. That keeps you out of that problem, you know?
Yeah, so they gave me the kids, and so that's why I have the kids right now.
That's a good thing.
Right now, he's only allowed, thank you. Like, does you know why? Like, just thank you, because he didn't let me see my kids unless I was able to make him happy somehow. And when I was pregnant with my last daughter, I didn't want to have this baby, like, I didn't want to give birth to her. I wanted to have her, but I didn't want to give birth to her because I knew that he would use this baby to try to take advantage of me. Because I love my kids so much that, you know, as a mom, I would literally
do what you had to do.
You know?
I understand you would do what you had to do to take care of your children and yourself.
And I was strong, you know, and I would pick him up, and he would let me see him. But at the end of the night, he would want me to do stuff with him, and if I didn't, he would hit me, or he would hit my car, like he would like kick my car. Like, I have a police report, and I'm like, I have a photo of his ugly ass shoe print all over my car, and it was a Saturn. Okay, first of all, let me just emphasize how funny it is for someone to try to put a dent in a Saturn because that shit's plastic.
It pops back out.
You know what I mean? But that's not the point. The point is that every time I wouldn't do what he wanted me to do, he would become violent. And when I was pregnant, I would sacrifice myself so that I could see my kid.
Right.
I had the baby. When I had my baby, I realized that I don't want to put myself in that position anymore because she's more important. And like,
that's what any mother would do, okay?
She's more important than my older two kids, but I'm saying, like, she's innocent.
Right.
And she's a new life.
Nobody's looking down on you for that, I promise you.
My older kids, they were used to everything that I went through, but she doesn't know anything, you know? And I don't want her to be put into the same messed up predicament as they were. And so I stopped coming around as often because I didn't want Paul to take advantage of me in order for me to see my kids. Like, I realized it's not that important, and I'm not going to put my daughter in harm's way like that. Like, I'm not. And I got convinced to go over there, you know, because he's like, oh, please, you know, let me see my daughter. I want to meet my daughter. He wasn't there for the birth. He didn't sign the birth certificate. I did everything and anything to keep him away from my daughter because he took my kids from me. And he said to me that I can't have my kids overnight because he doesn't know where I live. And I've told him countless times, like, I can't tell you where I live because it's a domestic violence shelter.
Right.
By law.
That's by
law.
law.
I'm not tell you where I live. Like, it's for my safety. Like, you're the reason why I'm in here. You know, and so he wouldn't let me see my kids. And I was just like, screw this, you know. But he ended up convincing me to come over. So I came over with my daughter, and I was like, I felt really strong. Like, I felt like a really strong woman. You know what I mean? Like, that I left the situation. You know, I had my daughter, and, you know, I was in the process of getting my kids back legally because he wouldn't let me see them at all. And when I went over there, you know, I told him, like, many times, like, not to put his hands on me at all anyway. You know, and he did. And I didn't know why at first I was so angry. You know what I mean? Because I was used to being angry, but I didn't know, like, why. Like, this time it was like, you didn't listen to me. You know, and I guess, long story short, like, that's why the investigation's going on, is because he did something that I told him not to do, and he did it anyway, right after I had a baby, like, mind you, like, I'm not, you know.
Well, listen,
hey, let
me say this again. If it has anything to do with an open case, please don't say it, because that could jeopardize something of you understand what I mean? If it's something to do with an open case, please just, you know what I mean. I'm just saying that for your protection, baby, please. I mean,
it's the same story, but I mean, I know the rules to that, you know. But just long story short, that, you know, I that's the last time I went over there, and that's why I'm here right now. You know,
right.
I'm in a domestic violence shelter, and I'm getting my life back together.
That's a good thing, dear.
The craziest thing is it didn't take that long either. And I'm a Christian woman, and I'm not saying I'm not a F up.
Hey, we ain't nobody perfect, baby. Nobody's perfect. It don't matter if you're Christian or not. Nobody's perfect.
Like, I cuss a lot, you know what I mean?
So do I. Don't worry about it. We're human, baby.
You tell her.
I try, you know.
Tell her, please.
I think as long as I sincerely try to be a better person, that God will acknowledge that in the end. I'm not, and I know there's atheists out there, so I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to be jumping on my Bible or anything, but...
Hey, baby, listen. I hate to say this, but my phone is fixing to die. There's a question that somebody wanted me to ask, and I want to ask this. If my phone dies, I'll call you back on another, okay?
Okay.
Okay. But you know the money that Skywatcher makes, was he claiming taxes on that stuff? You know, like from YouTube and stuff. Because you have any clue about that?
He hasn't filed taxes for, like, I think 2 years, going on 3 years, or 3 years.
Okay. I was just wondering, somebody asked the question, you know, and so I told them that I would, you know, get that through.
You know, my friend, one of my good friends actually asks me that all the time.
Right.
Like, the taxes, and I'm like...
Hey, if the phone dies, give me a minute and I'll call you back, okay? I mean, if you still want to talk to me. If you don't, then that's fine too, baby.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, like, I told him, like, you better file taxes, because when year 3 comes along,
they're gonna come. Yeah, you're damn right they will, and it just won't be good.
I can't wait either, because
have you and
you took all these people's money and he's still taking it.
Right to this day.
Like the whole bring them back bullshit.
That's bullshit?
Crap, excuse my language. Okay.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand you. What did you say?
What?
What did you say about the bring them back? I couldn't understand you.
The GoFundMe account.
We're unfunding. You tell her we're unfunding that as we speak.
Okay, what about it? What did you say about it? I couldn't understand it.
He's the reason the kids got taken into custody.
Yeah.
Because of the marijuana. And then he wants people to fund him for a private lawyer.
For something he did.
Back into his custody.
Ah, got you.
He's the person who caused the removal in the first place. And it's like, wow, really, like, you're going to blame me for what you did. And it's not my fault. No one told you to smoke all that marijuana and have it on you, and they waited you to investigate. Like, you know, no one said for you to do bad, you know what I mean, and to have it on you. And that's crap, you know. And then, like, the money that he made for the Area 51, he made like $600. He didn't make $1,000 because he didn't make $1,000. He didn't go. And even if he made $1,000, he couldn't go. Use my computer.
Right.
How was I going to lose him? Like, I didn't, first of all, I don't trust him anymore. You know, for all I know, he can say, oh, well, it got stolen.
Right.
Oh, yeah, it sure did get stolen, you know, by you know. And because I loved him to the very end, I would have just let it slide, you know. Like, it was really hard for me to put my foot down.
Do not go back to this person, baby. Please, I don't care what happens. Listen, you've got my number. Okay, my name's Patrick. My wife's name's Melissa. Please don't go back to this person. Call us. I mean, I can't do a lot, but I've got a lot of friends, okay? Please don't. Please.
I'm not going to go back to that person.
I mean, I know you've got kids with him and everything, but, you know, this person's done some shit to you, dear, and it does not need to happen no more. I mean, not just for you alone is terrible, but you've got these children too, you know?
Yeah, and I promise I'm not going to go back anymore because, first of all...
I know my phone's fixing to die, baby, because it keeps beeping.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to interrupt you. I'm just going to let you know, because when it dies, I'm going to go to the restroom, and I'm going to call you back on my cell phone.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, first of all, it's impossible for me to make anything work with Paul because I can't raise a newborn baby in a wooden shed.
Exactly.
So with air conditioning, that absolutely sucks. Okay, even if and I'm just saying on the basis, like, if I was in love with him, I still couldn't do it because it's a 3-bedroom house. His mom and dad have 1 bedroom. His brother has the other bedroom. The kids had 1 bedroom until he got taken. And he lives in a wooden shed outside with a bed. And he points the camera at the fucking sky and then says he's working because he chats all night long with Heidi and shit.
Well, he points the camera at the sky and he plays the damn game more than anything. Now, I'm sorry I had to put that in there.
You know, he just became really pathetic. Like, pathetic isn't ever the word. Like,
are you there?
I don't even love this guy anymore.
Good.
Because of all the wrongdoing he's done to me.
Tell her, Pat, before your phone dies, we're going to take care of her.
Logan just wanted me to make sure before my phone dies to tell you that everybody on chat says we're going to take care of you, baby. Just have faith, okay? We're going to do what we can to help you. I mean, I'm glad you're in a shelter. I'm glad you're on the way to a new apartment. That's great. But
you know what? Like, if you guys want to do anything for me, like just one thing, like I'm not asking for anything else. If you could just do one thing for me, because
what is it?
Everything that I've ever needed, I've managed to get on my own. I have a full-time job. You know, I make a little $100 a week.
Okay, what is it? What do you need us to do?
I only need one thing.
What?
I need a refrigerator.
A refrigerator? Damn, that's $100, baby.
I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Unless I get a refrigerator, and I keep getting bad luck from everyone. Like the church, they had a refrigerator.
Okay,
for me.
all right. We heard you. We're gonna see what we can do. Okay. I mean, you know, it may not be no brand new damn thing. Look, we'll see what we can do. All right. We'll see what we can do. We heard you, baby. We heard you.
Even if it's a used refrigerator, as long as it works. I just really need a refrigerator.
You got people in the chat right now ready to kick in dough. You got people right now saying I give. I mean, you know, I don't know what. You know, you got 20 people say I give $5, $10, and there's no refrigerator. You know what I mean, baby? Chill.
Give us the address. Tell her to give us the address to send the money to.
Logan, I'll talk to her about that. I got that information. Don't worry, I'll handle that, baby. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I really appreciate that. Yeah, you guys have no idea. Like, I can't leave this shelter unless I have food for my kids.
You gotta be able to
I can't
take care
have
of it.
food. Like, not everything is like, you know, I can't just have canned goods. Like, even if I open up a can of beans and shit, if I need to have leftovers, I need to refrigerate it. You know what I mean? And like the milk for the cereal, like everyone knows that you need a refrigerator.
I promise you, baby, we understand. Listen, I'm sure that everybody in this chat, we can come up with a damn refrigerator, you know, with the money for you to get a refrigerator. I damn sure, I promise you, I don't see any way impossible for that to happen. That's going to happen. Okay, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Give us a day or two. I promise you, we can do something about that.
You
Probably
tell her.
tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Don't worry about that. No, don't worry about that. Everybody has said we're going to chip in. Don't worry about that. That's it. I mean, I don't know if you've watched the chat tonight, but it's going to happen. I know my phone's fixing to die. But we're going to go till it dies, baby. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, if you want, you just,
like I said, I'll call you right back, too. I'll call you right back. Just, I've got
a lighter until my ass wants to knock out, you know what I mean? Like, if everyone's up to it. But, go use the restroom. I'm sure you've been holding it in for a while. And let me go get a drink of water, and then, give me a call right back.
Okay, look, I'm going to call you back from another 205 number. It won't be the same one I called you back from, but I'll call you back in a few minutes, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
You go take your rest, and we'll call you back in about 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
All right, see you in a minute, baby. Bye.
Okay, bye.
How about that shit, bitches?
God damn it, Patrick, you're the greatest. You are the greatest.
I gotta go piss. I gotta go pee. I'm fixing to piss on myself. Bye. Okay, people, I don't know if y'all hear me, but I have about 200 minutes on my cell phone left. That's it. But we're going to use them.
Hello.
Hey, Marcella?
Hi.
Hey, I'm sorry it took so long, dear. I was trying to get everything working, and then Logan and I got disconnected. We're back. I'm on my cell phone now. I'm on an iPhone 5. I've got it turned up as loud as it can go. I hope everybody can hear everything. Speak so maybe they can let me know they can hear you whether or not, okay?
Okay, I just really want to say, like, if there's any questions you're going to answer, because I really didn't know what direction I was going with the interview. You know what I mean? I just kind of said what was on my mind.
Right.
And I'm not ever a good talker. It's like I stumble a lot.
Well, you did very well.
Like, curiosity for anything, like any questions anyone wants answers before, this is over, then, please let me know, because I'm just trying to answer certain questions. Most of all, I want to make it apparent that, that the guy's a helper,
Right.
You know what I mean? So, that's all that I'm trying to accomplish here. That was my daughter. I'm seeing her right now. But, that's pretty much all that I want to do. It's like, I want to, not for myself, I'm just sick and tired of people giving him money so he can turn around and buy weed with it. And he's hurting, like, his biggest followers, like his biggest fans, Like, well, they don't get their t-shirts, they don't, it's not like he's advancing his business. He's just making a shed payment because there was no room in the house for him. And yeah, he lives out there. There was like a comment. I was reading all the comments. He lives out there.
You saying he lived out in the little shed where he had his little setup, to view the stars? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, right behind him, he has a little pull-out futon. You know what I mean? Like, and that's all he needs because,
Right.
and you know, but it's impossible to go. I'm not in love with him anymore. And I had to learn how to. I had to learn how to recognize that, you know, like what love is, how love treats you. And I always thought that there was hope for us because we knew each other for so long, you know. And I thought that, okay, well, you can't possibly not love somebody that you've known for that long. Like, you have to love them, you know. But the second that I wouldn't let him use my computer, and the second that I was against him putting his hands on me in any way, you know, it turned into, oh, there's nothing that she can offer me anymore. So, you know, fuck her. You know what I mean? And I just realized, like, over time, like, I knew him for 10 years. I realized over time, you know, I was being used. I was being played. He's a damn good liar, you know. And that's just why I'm not upset at Heidi. She's never, poor thing, is like she's never going to believe otherwise. She looks at Paul like he tells the absolute truth, and you know, she's just as obnoxious and stubborn as he is, you know. And everyone needs someone, you know, to follow. Everyone needs to follow someone, and you know, whatever. It had to be her for a thing, you know.
Well, you need a companion, you know.
Probably being a liar, you know what I mean? Like, it should never happen to me. According to Paul, like, according to her, like, I think it's usually one. First of all, like, I barely weigh 100 pounds. I'm 5'4", 100 pounds. You know, my better days, I'm like 105, you know, I'll never see 110.
I'm 285, baby. I'm 6'5" and 285.
You know, so for him to say like, oh, I'm being abused, shit like that, you know, that's a common thing when it comes to abusers. You know what I mean? Like turning around and putting the blame on the woman, you know, like purposely fighting a girl, and then the girl defends herself, and the girl leaves marks, so he calls the cops. You know, like I never went to jail for hurting him. I never went to jail for anything other than yelling, and so I went to jail for yelling. But I was gonna yell. I told the cop, you know, like I was yelling at him, tell him to get his fucking hands off me, you know. And I went to jail because you're not allowed to yell at people, I guess. So whatever though, like I've never been violent, you know, to the point where I went to jail over assaulting him or anything like that. So he's a full of shit guy. The only thing that he took advantage of was, you know, when he put his hands on me and covered my mouth and restrained me and suffocated me. He, you know, pillows can't leave marks. You know what I mean? So
right.
And all the other times, like I loved him. Like I was in love with him. You know, I wasn't going to call the cops on him.
Well,
so,
let me ask you this right here, dear. You know, from you being so brave tonight and coming out and, you know, telling the people, you know, all this stuff, do you think he's going to try to retaliate again? We don't give a damn about us. You know, he can bring his ass on if he wants some of us. But I mean against you. Do you think he's going to try to retaliate against you?
You know, honestly.
Because that would be a very bad idea for that motherfucker.
I'm not a YouTube star or whatever. Like,
neither am I.
You know
I got
like,
50 people. That's it.
I'm no one important in like the world of media. Like
you're just as important as anybody else is, baby.
Patrick,
yeah.
Patrick,
I mean, I'm just
Patrick, can you hear me, bro?
that, like have seen the bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm just doing this to confirm the bullshit. You know.
Right.
So if he wants to blast me after this or whatever, I don't care because my life isn't on YouTube. You know?
No, I don't mean as in just making videos. I'm talking about as in personal danger. Is what I'm talking about.
Patrick, Patrick, can you hear me, man?
People now. Like if he ever.
Patrick.
Yes, I can hear you.
I got two guys just waiting. They're just sitting up. You know what I mean? They're just waiting. You know what I mean?
Ask her about him being a teacher. Ask her about him being a teacher.
You won't know where I live. You might know where I work. You know what I mean? But if anyone goes, like he's 86 from the place that I work. But if he ever like tries to put his hands on me or any way, shape, or form, like, you know, I got people.
Okay, well that's good. Well, you've got people across the net that are gonna give, you know, I mean, we can't then buy you a house or nothing, but we're gonna do what we can to help you. There was a question that came in. They wanted to know, damn, what was it?
Was Paul a school teacher?
Yeah, it was about the school teaching stuff. What was all that about? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, he did get a job teaching these kids, but I talked to the lady when she was the assistant principal, and I told her, like, are you aware of the fact that, you know, he solicited me for prostitution for 3 years? Are you aware of the fact that he has a pattern of dating underage girls? And I asked her if they're aware of the fact that, you know, he recently sexually assaulted me. And she told me that their policy when it comes to teaching is he was signed a contract, they signed a contract, and it was considered a volunteer position, but it was paid volunteer position, so he got paid to volunteer, and until his background cleared, he would have to be supervised by another adult. So during the time that they were doing his background and running his criminal history, he was being supervised, and he told me that he's no longer contracted with the school. So it didn't matter if I had called her or if I didn't call her. They already found out his background by that time, and they terminated his contract. So, you know, like...
Yeah, so ask her, so he never had a classroom to himself to teach children. Is that right?
Right, Logan. That's what she was saying. He never had a classroom to himself. Yeah,
he was supervised.
Yeah, he was fully supervised because he didn't have. They had to do a background check on him, and when the background check came in on him, they dumped him.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
If he would have passed background check, then they would have stopped supervising him
and let him go on.
He would have continued his contract, right?
But so when he said on
the reason why
hang on.
Got fired, it's like, no, I'm not. You're the reason why you got fired, because you have a shitty ass background. Like,
that's right.
You know.
Hang on, Patrick. So when he said he was a certified teacher teaching in Arizona schools, he was a liar.
Right.
Is that right?
Exactly. That's exactly what she said. That was a lie.
Yeah. First of all, you can't be a certified teacher unless you have a degree.
Yeah, he has no degree, is what she says. No degree. He was going to get a volunteer project teaching thing under volunteer circumstances only, but it was going to be a paid volunteer thing, but he didn't pass the background check, so they dumped him.
Yeah, so he was never a teacher.
Yeah, I'm sorry if it sounds different, but
Sunday school class.
yeah, I'm sorry. It's a little different because I've got to have my phone way down here because I'm listening on my phone, my cell phone. I've got the little microphone of the computer up to the cell phone so we can all talk. That's the reason it sounds real different. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I can hear you really
God damn, you're doing a great job, Patrick.
Well, we broke a lot of shit tonight, but, you know. Sorry,
It
baby.
just
Well,
feels
I've
like
made
what I
YouTube
went
history.
through, like, you guys never know what I was going through.
My wife just walked in the room and told me I'm being too loud, but, you know, I told her I made YouTube history, so maybe she'll leave me alone. Tell her, Logan.
Patrick, will
Tell her.
you,
No, you tell her, Logan. Tell her. She
Patrick.
can hear you.
Patrick,
What?
will you ask her if she'll come back
Hold on.
for
What?
another show?
Hold on, Logan. What'd you
Ask
say,
her-
Marcella? I can't hear you, Marcella. Are you there, Marcella?
I just want to say really quick, because, like, I got to test to my daughter.
Okay. Go ahead. What do you got to say?
Like, I went through a lot, like, I want to say just torture. You know what I mean? Like, torture, emotional torture, physical torture.
Right.
A lot of manipulation. And just believing someone's not, like, he's a really good talker, you know what I mean? Like, I believe him, you know, and I looked up to him, you know. But, you guys will never know, like, my whole story, and, you know, there's, maybe one day I'll sit down and I'll talk to somebody about it, you know, and maybe it'll go in a book at least, you know. But, like, I'm not here for myself. Like, I healed myself, you know.
Right.
You know, I healed myself. Like, it took a long time, you know.
Hey, Patrick,
What-
can you
what?
hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Ask her to come back for another show, and let's wrap this one up right now.
Okay,
All right?
look. She's gone. She's gone. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, she's gone. Yeah, I think her time was dying, and that's why she wanted to wrap it up. I'm not positive on that. She's got both my numbers. I'm not going to call her back tonight, okay? If it's cool. I'm not going to call her back.
Absolutely. Go to sleep, bro. We're wrapping
I'm not
this
talking
one
about
up.
that. Listen, I can talk to you for a little bit if you want to talk. That's no problem. But what I'm saying is I'll call her tomorrow. Oh, wait a minute. Got a phone call, baby. Guess who it is? Hello? Hello? Hey, that's okay. That's okay. I thought maybe your time might have died or something.
You know, anybody who's a strong woman, like, you can do it. Like, you know, because there's women out there that they feel like they're stuck. You know what I mean? Like, they're stuck in the situation because they're miserably comfortable. Like,
Right.
they're used to it. You know what I mean? Like, but, like, when enough is enough over time, you know, like, they can get out of it, you know. And they don't have to look back, and they don't have to be defined by the person they used to be or the things they did. Like, we all have our reasons for what we did. Like, unfortunately for me, I was loved. I like that, and I was loved. You know what I mean? And when you're in love with someone, you're willing to do anything and everything for that person. You know. But until you put yourself first and you love yourself first, and that's a hard thing to do.
Nobody's looking down on you for what you've told us tonight, baby. I promise you. Nobody. In our group.
Damn straight. You're a tough woman.
I mean, you've gone through a lot of shit to get where you are, to where you could even speak to somebody like us. You know, it takes a strong person to do what you've had to do, and to even speak to some assholes like you're talking to now.
I appreciate that, really.
Hey, anytime you need to talk, you can call my number.
You guys, if you guys might have, you know, give me a couple of days to see if I'm able to get this refrigerator. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the only thing that's on my mind right now.
We'll see what we're gonna get together and see what we can do. You know, tomorrow we're gonna get together and see what we can do.
But yeah, no, honestly, like, you know, I have my caseworker is they're looking at a church right now to see if that there's a refrigerator still available, and if they haven't given it away yet, and like all I need is a warranty refrigerator. Like I don't give a shit.
Right.
You know.
Just something that'll work. I got you.
Wrap it up, bro. Okay.
Like, you know, like one of those little coolers. Like, they go hold, like, some milk, you know, like cheese and shit. I'll stuff that shit.
Right.
Like,
I got you. I know what you mean. Well, listen, baby, it's 3 o'clock in the morning here. I know it's later there. I'm not sure. I mean, but no, it's like 2:45 here. I don't care. But I know it's do what? Do what?
It's almost 1 o'clock, and I have to be at work at 30.
Okay, listen. We will get off the phone now, okay? Listen, you go ahead. Listen, everyone that you spoke to tonight, you know, either through chat or through me or, you know, when you spoke to Logan through my phone, whatever, everybody appreciates it. We want to be able to, if you want to, you can come back and talk, you know, whenever we have a show, or if you want to have a show sometime, you just get in touch with us. I mean, at any time. But we're going to get together. We're going to get together tomorrow and see what we can do about getting you some money to get you your refrigerator, okay? At the very least. And like I said, I'll get back in touch with you. You've got my numbers. Feel free to call me anytime, okay?
Okay, just, you know, give me a couple of days because there might be one like the church gives me.
Okay, well, even if there is, we'll see. If not, if they get you one, then we'll try to give you that money just so you can have that money, okay? I mean, screw it. You know, that didn't make no difference.
I want you guys, like, I'm sorry, like, if...
You haven't done anything to apologize for. You have no reason to apologize. You have no reason to apologize, okay? Don't even blink your eye at that, okay? Please, don't. For me.
I feel like what I said wasn't enough, you know.
Well, listen, if you've got anything to say, just think about it, and next time we talk, you can say whatever you want. It doesn't matter. And if it doesn't matter if you don't want to talk about this, if you just want to talk about something else, you can speak about whatever the hell you need to talk about. If you just need a friend to talk to, call me, call Logan, call freaking anybody. I mean, any one of us. It doesn't matter. Hit us up on the tube. We're in and out of here, okay? Leave us a message. We'll get back in touch with you if we're not there. Okay, don't feel like you're alone, baby, okay? Please. Do you understand what I'm saying? Please. You've got both my numbers, my cell and my home number.
I won't call you. Like, we got disconnected, and
That's fine.
You know, I didn't want to edit like that, because that's not how, like, my phone hit, like, she hit the phone. But, you know, thank you for knowing that he's been a bullshit piece of shit.
We just want the truth to get out there. And listen, you get you some rest, baby, because you got to get up early in the morning and get your stuff done. Don't worry about it. You have been so friggin' awesome. And anytime you need, you just
Amen.
Okay?
Okay.
Hell yeah. God damn it.
Hey, everybody is showing nothing but love. I don't know if you've watched the chat tonight, but there's been nothing but an outpouring of love for you in the chat tonight, baby.
Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it. I hope you guys all have a good night, okay?
Okay, you too, baby. All right, we'll talk to you later, okay?
Okay.
You hug the kids for us too now.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
God damn it, Patrick. You are the Jesus.
You know how much shit they're going to want to give me for this, baby.
You did it, boy. You did it, boy. I'll never, ever doubt you again, man. You are something else.
Well, let's talk it up.
I sit here on my own show and there's somebody else be the superstar.
Well, hey, that's all you got to. Hey, good night, Dazzy. Hey, I want that copy, all right, Dazzy? But, hey, good night, brother. Good night to all y'all that's jumping off the chat. That's all right, good. But, hey, yeah, we did it, man. We did it.
God damn it, Patrick. This is the greatest thing you've ever done that I know of. And I really appreciate it, bro. I can't tell you how much. If I make videos and praise you, all of the hell fighters will come to you.
Hey, I don't give a fuck. What are they going to do? They're coming anyway.
I'm just going to tell you right now.
Hey,
I'm going to tell you right now, you You are number one in my book, brother. All right. God damn it, you can't believe it, you son of a bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Good job, man. Go get yourself some rest like all the rest of you.
Fuck
hey,
it,
man.
I'm busy go get drunk.
Me too. Hey, good night to all you guys. This has been Logan Unchained with Patrick
We'll see
and
you,
Marcella Flores.
Yes, thank you, Marcella. Thank you, baby.
Logan out.
Pat gone.